Okay, hi, I'm filming for those of you who need help on completing your website. So the first thing we're going to do is realize that we're typing between these body tags, okay, all of our code. So I'm going to start with an H1. This is the name of my website. So mine is going to be Emily in Paris fan page. I'm going to do a TV show that I like, okay, and then H1. Save it, come over to my website. Okay, this is what it's going to look like eventually, but there's Emily in Paris. Okay, I'm going to come down. The next thing I have to type is the paragraphs. And above each paragraph is a heading to tell me what the paragraph's about. So it's going to be an H2. H2, I'm going to do the show, okay, and close H2. After that will be my paragraph. This should have 5 sentences. I am not going to write 5 sentences for you, okay? And I'm going to blah, 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 blah. Okay, and close paragraph and save. And then after that, I'm going to do another one. So I'm basically going to copy and paste this, copy and paste to another line, okay? The same item, and you're going to have 5 sentences. This will just be another topic. So this is characters, okay? And the next one, I'm going to have another one. And this one I'm going to do for next season because there'll be another season coming out. Okay, so that's all my stuff. I'm going to come over here to my fan page, and there's my paragraphs and my H2s. The next thing in my rubric is an image. So I'm going to come on the internet, find an image I like. This one right here, 2-finger click. Okay, should be right click, I'm sorry. Right click on it, save image as, and name it one word. So this one's going to be called Emily. Okay, and I save it as Emily. And then I come back over here wherever I want to put the image. So I'm going to put it right under my H1. I'm going to come in and say IMG, hit enter to get the code. I'm going to type images /Emily.jpg, because it was a JPEG file, and hit save. And I'm going to come into my files, to the internet. Where's my internet websites? Oh, I didn't even click on it. I'm going to close this. Sorry. I'm going to come over here to my practice page, hit refresh, and there she is. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the input on my rubric. I want to do a couple examples. I'm going to put an H4 above it to ask a question, like when was your fave episode? So this one's asking for like them to enter a date or something like that. So then I can hit input, okay? Type is date, and then I'm going to put this is placeholder, which is required on the rubric, placeholder, and just put, I believe, date. And let's see what happens with that one. Okay, so let's look. And then there's that right there. That looks perfect. Okay, and then another question I could ask is something like H4, do you, type, enter your email for a newsletter. Okay, and then close the H4, come down here for another input. Okay, type is like either a box or text, because I want a box to appear. And then for the placeholder, I'm going to type placeholder. Okay, delete those extra quotations out of there. Come back in here and put email, your email. This is like Anna from Dash Coding. Save. And then I can come see that one too. And there's that one right there. Okay, so that's the example for input. Coming down, I need to make a button. So I'm going to put an enter button or a submit button. So button. Okay, and the word submit or whatever I want the button to say between it. For this one, favorite episode, I'm going to hit button, enter, and then you need one button to go with your paragraph. So I might put with this paragraph up here, button, love it, and then maybe a button that says hate it. Okay, save it. and then come to view my page right here. There's all my buttons created. So now I'm going to make my list according to the rubric. So I'm going to come in here. I want to put my list under the characters paragraph. You can place it wherever you want. I'm going to put a list that says H3, I think the list wants, no, H2. H2, and it says I'm going to put top 10 characters, okay, and H2, save it, and then now I'm going to create the list with an OL tag, okay, and then tab in LI, and these are where my characters are going to go, so Emily and LI, and then I'm going to put another one, Jim, and LI, and then Henry. Oh, I wanted to type that first. Henry and LI. Okay, save it. Oh, and then close. You'll do 10, and then you'll close the OL tag after your 10 items. Okay, make sure you do 10. I'm just doing a few to get you the idea. And there comes my top 10 list, wherever I wanted it. The last thing we need to do is the div tags. Those are going to go around your paragraphs and anything you want to stay with your paragraph in a container. So in this container, I'm going to open the div above my H2. Okay. And I didn't realize these need to be H3s. I'm sorry. So sorry. With the paragraphs, they're H3s. I knew that was different. H3. And just go in and change those. Miss Watts made a boo-boo. H3 and H3. My subheadings are H3s. Okay, above the H3, I'm going to put a div, and at the bottom of the button here, because I want the buttons in the container, there's one div. I'm going to come in above the other paragraph, div open, to put that, and then I'm going to put my whole list in the div, so div, and then I'm going to put another div here above the H3 again, and come down below my input. Actually, I don't want the input. I'm going to leave the input out of it, and I'm going to put the closed div right here. Save. Okay. Divs are just containers. You're not going to see anything happen to your website. It's just how you're grouping the stuff together. So whatever you want in one container will go in a div. You'll put it in one container, two container. It's like all the little Tupperwares in your lunchbox. Okay. And then finally, just double check that your title up here has your name in it. And most people think that that's their title, but it's actually the tab right here. Okay, that should end the HTML, and the next video I film will be your CSS.